everyone. So let's get started with today's topic, that is Lokpal and Lokayukta Act of 2013. So this area is very important from a prelims point of view. Why? Because Lokpal, the institution of Lokpal and Lokayukta, the act itself came into existence in 2013, and also along with that, this particular institution, that is Lokpal, was in news recently, in the recent times, and that's the reason why it's a very highly probable question as far as your prelims 2018 is concerned. Now let's move on to the prelims, that is the model question. The Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013 seeks to provide for the establishment of Lokpal to inquire into corruption related matters. Which among the following is or are provisions of this act? So it is saying that the question itself gives you the information, that is Lokpal, establishment of Lokpal is for inquiring into corruption related matters. So it's actually a premier institution which deals with corruption related matters or inquires into corruption related matters. And which among the following is or are provisions of this act? First statement, Lokpal consists of a chairman and maximum of 8 members, of which 50% shall be judicial members. Second statement, there shall be a 3-member selection committee consisting of Prime Minister, Speaker and Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha to select the members of Lokpal. Third statement, it has laid down a clear timeline for the disposal of cases including trial, and also provides for setting up special courts to achieve it. And again, the demand of the question of the correct statement. So again, we'll have a quick revision about what exactly Lokpal and Lokayukta institutions are. So the Lokpal and Lokayukta Act, as the term suggests, it came into existence in 2013. It was passed in 2013. And again, it actually, the salient features of this particular this particular act is the establishment of Lokpal at the central level as well as Lokayuktas at the state level. Now understand that the institution of Lokayukta was present even before this act was passed, but again it varied in its structure, in its functions, in its powers, etc. But this particular act, it seeks to uniform or bring a uniform structure across the country. And the institution of Lokpal will be composed of a chairman as well as a members. That is, regarding the members, it would consist of 8, not more than 8 members, of which 50% has to be drawn from the judicial background, or they will be judicial members. And also along with that, this Lokpal itself, when you take this chairperson along with that of the members, the 8 members in fact, in such a case, the 50 members of this particular board shall consist from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, that is other backward classes, as well as minority and women. So these classes will constitute nearly 50%. That is, it's not nearly 50% of the members or 50% of the composition of this Lokpal institution. And along with that, in order to help or in order to appoint them, a selection committee has been brought forward, and the selection committee would be headed by a Prime Minister, and the other members would be Speaker of Lok Sabha, the Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha, Chief Justice of India, or a Supreme Court judge who is to be nominated by the Chief Justice, and along with that, an eminent jurist who has to be nominated by the President. Now this eminent jurist will be nominated by the President not on his own discretion, but again it would be based on the recommendation that he receives from the first 4 members, that is Prime Minister, Speaker, Leader of Opposition, as well as CJI or any Supreme Court judge who is to be nominated by the CJI. So these members together will nominate a person, and this a person, that is an eminent jurist, and he is to be nominated, or he is to be nominated by the President, or he is to be appointed by the President to this selection committee. Now, in order to help the selection committee, a search committee also has been constituted, and the search committee will assist the selection committee in the process of selection. And here also, in the search committee also, it will have a membership, that is 50% of this particular search committee will also comprise from, or will also consist from, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other backward classes, minorities, as well as women. So these 50% is also applicable in this particular search committee is also concerned. But selection committee, there is no 50% criteria. It will be consisting of 5 members, that is a Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition of Speaker of Lok Sabha, Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha, as well as a CJI, that is Chief Justice of India, or any Supreme Court judge who is to be nominated by the Chief Justice of India, as well as a distinguished jurist. So these are the members of selection committee. And again, this particular act, it clearly lays down the timeline for conducting or for completing the preliminary inquiry as well as investigation, and for investigation and trial. And also towards this end, it also and for achieving this particular goal, it also aims, or it also prescribes for setting up special courts for this purpose. And along with that, Lokpal will also be having the superintendents as well as the power, there is a direction over any investigating agency, including CBI, for cases referred to them by the Lokpal. So this is about actually the Lokpal, the main salient features of Lokpal Act is, please refer it, it's very important from your prelims point of view. Now we will go back, or we will get back to the question. So the Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013, which among the following is a provision of this act? First statement, Lokpal consists of chairman and maximum of 8 members, of which 50% shall be judicial members. So yes, that is correct, that is 50% shall be from the judicial members. And the second statement, there shall be a 3-member selection committee consisting of Prime Minister, Speaker and Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha to select members of Lokpal. No, this is not a 3-member selection committee, in fact it is a 5-member committee. It includes amongst these 3, it also includes CJI or any Supreme Court judge who is to be nominated by the Supreme Court CJI, along with that a distinguished jurist also. So the second statement is wrong. Now the third statement, it has laid down a clear timeline for disposal of cases including trial, and also provides for setting up special courts to achieve it. Yes, that is correct. Third statement is also correct, which means that the answer has to be C, 1 and 3 only. So that's it.